Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another live show, the MUFC Unfiltered podcast with the brothers in the building. Man like Flawless is in the building. What are you saying, Flawless?
Yo, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed, man. I've said this to you before. Obviously, we went on air, but welcome back, man. I see you out there in South Africa doing major things, kicking down doors in the space. So it was great to see yourself and the rest of the Big Six gang getting so much love out there as well, man. You man are true celebrities, superstars in this space. So yeah, man, love to see that. You getting your deserved flowers all overseas, and big up for having me as always. Shout out to Shells too. Big up the chat as well.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. We obviously got Shells in the building, man. Resident in the house. What are you telling me, Shells?
Come on. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me on as always. Shout out, Flawless. Good to see you, man. Yeah, man's here, bro. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Smash the likes, man.
Come on. Yeah, man. Smash the likes, man. Let's get these likes up ASAP, people, man. You know them ones there. And we're going to talk football, man. We got some news regarding Hugo Ekitike. You know what I mean? And we got some news as well on Enquiries as well. Apparently, it's not rejecting us in a sense. He's just prioritizing Arsenal, but Arsenal have not made an offer, so it's kind of still on the table. So we'll see on that one. Yeah, Garnacho news, Anthony news. So we got a lot to discuss today, man. So hit the like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to Shells, Matchday Shells, and obviously Saxon City as well, TV, people. Abdelaziz comes in early, says, Mbeumo wanted United, then it was Victor, now Ekitike. None of them are coming. Get ready for Hoyland starting again with Garnacho and the rest of the bombs. Idios and Glazes out. Hit the likes and subscribe, people.
Jesus, man. I believe you could have started off on a more positive note, man. Yo, man.
Listen, Abdelaziz don't mess around, man.
He's not having it, yo.
Yo.
Abdelaziz just from the jump, yo. He said big up at the end. You just go straight to it.
Come on. But you know what? Me and Shells were talking yesterday, but how are you feeling that the fact that he's chosen Arsenal? Are you? Because me and Shells were kind of like, is what it is. Like we move in it, like we move.
That's where I was pretty much at with it. Disappointed, very disappointed about it, because it is a striker who was high on the list that I wanted. But the fact that he said he prioritized and reject whatever you want to say, he prefers the move to Arsenal. It's like that's literally what you said. It is what it is. Keep it moving. We still have to go and find a striker. There's many other strikers out there. Go and find one. Like that's legit it. Like go and, whether it is Ekitike, whether it is Osherman, whether it's Mateta or another one, there's many options out there. So that's how I look at it. Like, all right, he wants Arsenal. Cool. I understand why. Keep it moving.
Yeah, facts, 100%. I'm on the same thing. I don't generally think Arsenal have got this wrapped up. He's just obviously given his seal of approval to Arsenal. So instead of code. But the problem is with them, though, Berta likes to move in the kind of way that they like to do 2 deals at once. That's how Berta moves. So it's difficult to do that with a player that the manager clearly fancies. Like he clearly fancies Sesko. He clearly wants Sesko. He's been after for 2 years now, and this is someone that he apparently go and get him. So it is what it is. Like that one there, it sounds a lot to do. But then again, this Hugo Ekitike here, which, by the way, the fan base here, you know, I've noticed in the fan base here,
go on.
Them man love to gas up anything, innit? You know, like don't get me wrong here. Ekitike, from what I've watched of him here, he looks like a baller. But with United here, have you noticed, like, we get a player, they all of a sudden are like, they're scholars of the player. They know the player. They say, yo, he's world class. He's this, that, the other. You know, it's okay to say we're getting a unproven, you know, fairly inexperienced player that looks good, but we don't know yet fully how he's going to develop. Like, we need to relax with the hype of Hugo Ekitike. I think he's a good player, but I just feel like with United, it's like, yo, man I'm seeing already, like, you know what I mean? And I've learned my lesson. You know me, man. I've learned my lesson. Bro.
You learn it. You see, you're a smart individual. You learn from your mistakes.
I'm just like, yo, not many people watch Bundesliga. If there's one league that people don't watch here, a lot of is Bundesliga. Not everyone's on even me, I watch a lot of football, and Bundesliga is on top of my list. So I'm just like, yo, like, have you really watched him? Or are you fan of the idea of him? Because I feel like for me, I'm a fan of the idea of Hugo Ekitike, not maybe the reality of him every week. You know what I'm saying, man? Them.
Yeah, I fully get what you're saying. We letting you cook. You cooking. That's why I didn't interrupt. You was cooking.
That's what I wanted to say, basically. Like,
but that's our fan base in a nutshell. We get linked to anyone with any form of like strength or reliable sources. That player is world class.
Yeah.
Instantly. As soon as he's linked to pick a player, any player, doesn't matter if it's a player in the Bundesliga, a player who's here, elsewhere, anywhere in Europe. Player could be in South America, or he's the next best thing. He's the next this, he's the next that. There's comps out there. He's in predicted lineups. He's gonna do this, that, and the third when he gets it. Bear in mind, we haven't made Frankfurt a bid. We've not offered him any personal terms either as well. But that's just typical Manchester United. But fans do that with players here. There's players in our squad who get hyped up, who if they performed for another Premier League club the same way, they wouldn't. No one would back Garnacho if he played for anyone else.
Yeah.
Our fan base wouldn't back an attacker who went 20 games without a goal. No, crucify him. How terrible he is, but because they wear the shirt and they wear this badge, say it all the time, it fools people. This is why people are like, "Oh yeah, give Onana another chance." If he made all the mistakes for somebody else, they wouldn't be saying that. These are the same people who will then crash on Sanchez at Chelsea.
Yeah,
the same people who will tell you, "Oh, Jackson's rubbish at Chelsea," or Havertz is terrible at Arsenal, but then back Højlund.
Yeah, 100%. I get what you mean, bro. You know what I mean? Man, like Richard Arnold saying, "Stop the critique." I don't think it is. I'm just curious as to like.
See, look, you didn't even say anything negative about it.
I'm just trying to say, yo, like, let's just chill with like. I feel like we've been
sarcastic. I think he's joking.
Yeah, I think
he's joking. Shout out to Richard.
No, my thing is like, it's a lot of money, you know, man. Them 85 million on a player that has had really 2 good seasons. Has he had 2 good seasons? I'm just gonna check right now. Like
it's pretty much one, to be honest.
Is it one?
In terms of numbers, I think it's one. I think he got like 14 goals this season.
Yeah,
in the Bundesliga, and I think he got 22 all competitions.
22 in all competitions. Yeah. He got this season. He got 15 in the Bundesliga, 4 in the Europa League, and then 3 in the Pokal. So he's got over 20 goals this season, which, to be fair, is a very good return for a player who's just 22. I think he's 23 at the end of June, 20th of June. But what are you saying, Charles, man? Hugo Ekitike, the profile. Are you more concentrated on the profile rather than the price, or do you believe the price is always going to be a bit of a big thing when you look at a player like this?
I think, obviously, going back to our stream yesterday, I said the type of profile that he is, I'm excited with. What I'm not excited about is the price, just because we have spent money on Højlund for 70 million, and you're not in a position where I don't think we're in a position where we can spend 85 million. Do you know what I'm saying? We're in a position where right now it's dark. We lost the Europa League. We finished 15th. The next player, the next striker that comes in has to do the business off rip. But one thing I will say is that I'm not. You see all of this like, oh, he's similar to Joshua Zirkzee. He's not. It's like people are not watching it. He's similar in a sense where he can link up play. He's very good at link up play, but also Ekitike is sick in the channels. He loves running behind and going onto the left side, and I feel like he's very quick as well. Zirkzee is not quick, and he's a better ball striker than Zirkzee is. He's not the greatest finisher yet. There's still times where he hasn't to get that over the line, but he's 23 and that will come. I'm excited about the profile. If we can haggle this down to the Gyökeres price of 60 million, then I'll have more like, yes, let's do it. But at 85 million, I think there's bigger issues in the squad. If the Mbeumo gets over the line, there's bigger issues in the squad where we need to get a midfielder. I'd rather spend that money in that position rather than Ekitike. I'd love him though. Don't get me wrong. I said from time ago, I can go back to TikTok. He's one of my priorities if we could get him in. But for 85 million, that's not a priority for me.
Frankfurt though, them man love to put some big tax on these players, you know. Them man have got their bread though. Fair play to them, you know. They get them. I don't know how much he went to PSG for. Let me see how much they bought him for. Frankfurt,
35 million euros, bro.
No way.
Yeah, but obviously, if after a season, that's how it goes, isn't it? Your price doubles, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
That was before, though. Surely he was put on that release clause when he joined, though. Like that was when he put on the release clause, surely, no?
When
he joined, like you put a release clause when they joined. Would it have been this summer the release clause was put in there? Like
I don't even know in terms of that. I'm just saying if I bought a striker for 35 million euros and he's bagging, I'm gonna double his price. Obviously, because he's a young French international that's in the youth setup. That's probably gonna move now into the senior squad. Obviously, they're not really got strikers like that. They got their Dembeles and their Mbappes, but I wouldn't say they're out and out nines. Obviously, Dembele's proved that wrong this season, but he's probably gonna be in that setup. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's normal for them to, I'm going to double the price. I'd be in the same situation. Why would you not do that? They're not in a position to sell. They just sold Marmoush for how much? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. I've just got 1 year out of my man. Why should I sell him now just because United want him or Liverpool want him?
Oh.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. By the way, it's not a release clause, by the way. It's not a release clause. I've just checked right now. It's a demand from Frankfurt.
Yeah, that's just what they want from him.
Jeez, man.
I think it's crazy. No, I think it's crazy, and not from the Frankfurt side of things, because you can value him how you want. It's the fact that we're seriously considering it, which makes no sense to me. Because I've watched, obviously, I haven't watched him week in, week out, but I watch it. I think, technically sound, good player, but 85 million. Well, for what? Like the numbers, the maths ain't mathing. The numbers don't match up. Like I look at him and I go, what is 85? Is it we're basing this off of potential, which it might happen. Like then again, it seems like a wild price. You could get someone better for. I think you could get someone more. That's what I say. Someone who's more seasoned and more accomplished than he is. For
there you
probably
go.
Less. When you look at Gyökeres, whether you rate him or not, the numbers make sense. So the fact that they want 60 to 70 million, this is a man who's scored more goals than he played games last season. So I kind of get it. But with Ekitike, it's like 85 million. I have my strong doubts about that. Now, if it was cheaper, I hear it. But 85 M's, I'm not looking potential.
Oh,
you need to be now.
Yeah. You're buying potential then, and this is what the club are looking to do. Like even when you look at Liam Delap one, like a lot of it was down to bloody hell 3-0 already. Bayern Munich against Auckland, bloody hell. What is the point in that game? Seriously, like that is a joke, bro. Like this is gonna be like a basketball score.
Why didn't man get invited though? I don't understand.
Because they must have won their tournament.
Yeah, they won the tournament, bro. It's 3-0 after 18 minutes, bro. It's actually quite sad. But anyway, I think for me, you know what it is though in football, guys? I think a lot of it comes down to like you're buying potential. You're looking to flip money. Like a lot of this is business, you know, man. Like football is like a business now. And it always has been a business, but more than ever now, you're starting to see football become really and truly a business. Like Delap may well do it good at Chelsea, but you see Chelsea, they're gonna flip that money, you know. They're gonna get at least 50 million out of Delap. You know that, man. Like they're not gonna get anything less than what they paid for. They ain't definitely getting just buying him and saying, you know what, we're gonna get money back. They gonna make that money back, bro.
You'd have to be terrible. Like you'd have to go there and flop for him to not like for them if they do indeed decide to sell him. But I think also they're looking for him to become maybe their main number 9 because they're clearly in the market for another one. So it's like if he turns out to be again potential as good as he thinks he is, then yeah. And this is where I'm at with it. Like I don't get the price, the goals. That's why I said
why he went for 85 million, bro.
15. He scored 15 though.
He did 15.
He scored 15. Yeah, he scored 15.
Yeah, well, he got 15 flat. But yeah, he's right. Like it's nothing. His numbers ain't extra special for 85.
You know what though? They did sell Colomboani for scoring similar goals.
And look at Colomboani.
I look at Colomboani now. Yeah,
I wouldn't take Colomboani now for 20 million.
He went for 95 million euros. Look at their expenses.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they know. Yeah, Colomboani, obviously by Bush. Jovic.
Yeah.
Hala. Was that where Pacho? Oh, yeah, Pacho came from there as well. But yeah, with it, I think there's better deals to be had out there, right? It's 4-0.
Lindstrom. They even sold Lindstrom for 30 million euros. And he's shite.
This is what, like, I'm just saying, like, if we've got that money there that they're talking, you could literally, like, Mattel, I'm sorry, go get Mattel. He wouldn't cost that much.
But
Colomboani, yeah. If I look at Colomboani that season, yeah, let me just go and now look at Colomboani. The season,
I think he's dreadful as well.
Bro, listen, I don't rate Colomboani at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that season when he left was when he scored 15 goals and 11 assists. That was the season he left. The season after that is when he left to PSG. So he scored 15 goals and he had 11 assists in 32 games. That was it. He came in and that was it. I think that was in his first season as well. Season before that, he had 12 goals for Nantes in 36 games. Like, he's not a prolific guy, bro. And, you know, and they managed to just get it out. Look at Jovic, went to Real Madrid, flopped. AC Milan flopped. You know, like, only Mamouche is the only one that you're like, okay, he's got a bit about him. Haller, let's be honest, man. Like, they got their money from him. West Ham, he flopped. See you later. Pacho is a good player, I can't lie to you. He looks like
the center back is very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them where it's like, they know how to make money, bro, Frankfurt. And it's like, do we need to get involved in that? Do we need to, like, my thing is like, he's open to the move, Ekitike. From what we're hearing right now, the sources are saying that he's open to the move. And Man United are the only club that's spoken to Hugo Ekitike. Apparently, Frankfurt sporting director Marcus Krosch is friends with United's head of recruitment, Christopher Vell. Ekitike is open to move to Old Trafford, and his brother and agent Carl is in dialogue with United officials. So it looks like only Man United really are the ones that are firmly interested. You know what I mean? Like, and it comes down to negotiating. What's the kind of final?
Surely the price has to come down. This don't make no sense to me. We don't want to pay certain amount for Mbeumo, but we're willing to splash 85 million on Ekitike. Certain don't add up. Yeah. And it can't just be an age thing and a resale value. I'm hoping it's not that. So if it is Ekitike, hopefully the price isn't. But it seems like it's pretty concrete that it's 85 million. It's around that. But you won't spend 65 on Mbeumo.
You won't, yeah, exactly. You won't spend 65 million.
And I could be wrong. Maybe they do turn around and end up spending that. And I think Mbeumo will be around that price. But obviously, we've not made a bid yet for Ekitike. It just because we've negotiated so well in the past. Obviously, got Cunha for a good deal as well. That's one thing this ownership has done. This one just seems left. This big up to Ramal. This one just seems left field. Like someone mentioned there, go get Duran on loan.
Yeah. See, I don't think he's going to be another Højlund, you know. The reason why I don't say that, I think he's got better attributes on the ball. Like, he's not another Højlund. Højlund don't have no attributes. Højlund don't know how to hold up the ball. He don't know how to even move with the ball. He ain't got first touch. He ain't got movement. He ain't got an eye for goal. He ain't got a ball striking ability.
He ain't got anything. Facts.
He ain't got anything. So I don't think, I'm not in the camp of, we're going to be making the same mistake. I just don't know. For the value of Ekitike right now, is 85 million worth it when we've got?
Yeah, that's to me, that's first team ready money.
Yeah.
If I'm spending 85 million on a player, you got forget the age, you gotta be ready to you either have to be ready right now or you're an immense talent right now already and will get better.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, like 85 million. And even that, I would even want to spend the 85 million on Belieber. It's like, I think.
Trust me, I want to get 60, 70, if that.
Yeah, like, it baffles me that we're in for this guy. And not because I don't rate him, because I've not watched him like that. He seems technically sounding a good player. The price point is the sticking point. That's what doesn't make no sense to me.
No,
when you look around and it's like you can get other. Gyökeres weren't even going to cost that.
No.
And look at, again. I just hope this ownership don't mess this up because this is our free hit to get a better striker and you go make the same mistake. We just seen what happened with Højlund, and I agree with you, Saeed. I'm not saying he will be another Højlund, but I'm saying you're adding that type. It's the same. It's a very similar scenario. You need a numero uno, bad boy number 9, and you're bringing in this young player who's not really succeeded at this highest level for big money to lead the line at Manchester United. That's what it was with Højlund. As bad as Højlund is, Højlund's dreadful. You put him in an awful situation. Granted, Ekitike will have better players around him, but still, let's go get someone who's a little bit, might not even hit 20 league goals in the season. And you're saying, hey, come lead the line for Manchester United at 22.
Yeah. You know what my thing is as well, and I'm just going to read a couple of super chats as well. Big up to Ethan says, please tell me this is fake news. Delap is better than Ekitike. Let Liverpool have him. For United, it's either Gyökeres, Osimhen, or nothing. What do you think about that? Is Delap better than Ekitike?
No, he's not. No, I think Ekitike is a baller. Honestly, I just don't. I'm with you, man. I just don't think the 85 million price. You can't justify that, especially with our scenario. If you're paying 85 million, go get Osimhen, because that means you can make up the wages. Do you get what I'm saying? If we're talking about you coming in and making the impact straight away, that's probably the best one out there. If you're willing to spend 85 million, which I don't think we are, I just think that's their reports to show that, oh, yo, we don't want to be lowballed, basically. There's no way they get 85 million from, definitely not of us anyway. We ain't just got it. That's just facts. Do you get what I'm saying? So if we supposedly are paying this higher 80 million or whatever it is, go get Osimhen, and the wages will go towards him, because at least then you know you've got a seasoned veteran coming in, none of this project stuff, and you got a player that bags goals everywhere he's been. A bad boy number 9 out off the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to says it's a lot to do with his wages. I don't know who you're referring to there. Saeed, you're literally that fan. You said you're a generational talent on Big Six and spent that 85 million billion instead. And big up to Milish says, AKL City coach, our players have exceptional dedication to football outside of working hours. The players had to take annual leave from their jobs. Yeah, that's to do with Auckland. Fair play to them, man. But you know what it is, though, guys? Yeah, why do we need to go and get a striker that costs that much money? Like, I believe we are too a bit obsessed with the striker. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that money should be spread elsewhere. Midfielder, goalkeeper, left wing back, maybe 2 midfielders. You know, I think for me, maybe another centre back if we needed to. But I think that's, to be fair, we're kind of stacked in that regards. I genuinely believe like we've got this obsession with a top number 9. You know, like it has to be a world class number 9. Well, if you get Kunya and Mbumo, I don't think you need a top number 9. I really do. No. I don't think Ekitike makes sense. 85 million, spend it negligently. Like I think it's negligence if you do that. I really do, because you're not looking at other areas where I believe United have had problems at. Yes, we've had problems up front, and yes, our goal scoring is an issue. But I also think in midfield is a bigger issue, and that is where the games would have lost. You look at all the midfielders in Europe right now. You look at all the midfielders in the league right now. Everyone's got a top midfield. Like, not really. Also added Zubimendi. They've added Chelsea have got a certified midfield. Man City have added Reinders. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm looking at all the other clubs and I'm like, yeah, they're getting strikers in and whatnot. But I just think for me, if this club is insistent on just scoring goals and they're not realizing, to score goals, you still need a core foundation. You need a core, it needs to be stable.
You need a base. Yeah,
you need a baseline. You need a baseline.
I get what you're saying. And with that, what you said makes sense. I'm not looking for a world-class 9. And the thing is, Osimhen, Gyökeres, Delap, Ekitike, Mateta, all strikers. I don't think put any of them in the world-class bracket. I don't think they're world-class. I don't think they're world-class. I don't think they're top-class. I think a couple of them could potentially get there. But if it is Cunha and Mbremo, you just need a competent striker. It's about improvement. We're not looking for, again, I keep saying this, we don't have to be a certified cold number 9. I would take Mateta. I think Mateta is a good enough striker because as of where we are right now. If we were trying to run down Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, it's a whole different conversation. I'd be much more strict with the criteria and the players I would want. We're 15th, like Shells tells us. All man has to do, all I'm looking for in this team is improvement. Is any of the strikers I just named a vast improvement on Højlund? Yes. So go do the deals. It don't have to be expensive. Go spend 50, 60 million. You mentioned the midfield already. We kept Bruno. All right, is what it is. Shouldn't have done it. Go get another midfielder. I think we need to. We got linked to Emi Martinez. Go get a goalkeeper. The spine. I keep saying this. Goalkeeper. I think centre backs were actually decent. Goalkeepers needed. Central midfield is needed. You sorted 110. Go get the other 10. Go get a striker. And then we just run it from there. And now if there's extras, maybe you go and get a left wing back and start these outgoings. It just seems, again, baffled by it. The Ekitike one. Baffled.
Yeah, I think for me, it's one of them where, obviously, I don't know what the manager now, like he's looked at last year and he's thought, I've got Xerxes, I've got Højlund. Between them, how many goals do they get? I don't think they got a lot of goals. Even though Xerxes is not known for goals, he's probably a bit embarrassed, isn't it? They scored only 45 goals last year, the whole team. 45 goals. If maybe they're looking at it from a point of view of,
don't give him an extra goal. Don't do that, Saeed.
They're probably looking at it from the point of view of, we're a low-scoring team, guys, man. We need to get these goals up, man. And whether you like it or not, like they're looking at the front three as being one of the key reasons why. Look at Garnacho, he's been told to leave. Rashford's leaving. I mean, Anthony's left, is going to be leaving as well. Man. They're looking at this thinking, yo, Ahmad's going to play right wing back so he can get goals from there. They're looking at thinking, yo, like, we need to get the goals up, man. So we need to just say, you know what? Flip it. We're going to get a Ferrari at the front, and we might go and get a Fiat 500 at the back, but we go make sure
instead of Ferrari with a Fiat 500 engine.
You know what I'm saying? But like we go and just put all our eggs in one basket and just go this full attacking force and just forget the rest.
But I don't mind that because we've made it clear from the start of the window. All right, we're addressing the attacking area. Just make sure you get to everything else. I'm not fussed what order it is in. Same way if we would have, let's say we was here talking about a goalkeeper and 2 central midfielders. I would have no issue if they was like, all right, goalkeeper, midfielders, then go and address the attack. The fact they've started with the attack, cool. I have no issue with that. But then the midfield and goalkeeper has to be addressed. As long as you get to it all, I ain't fussed in what order it is. Would I prefer it to be a little bit quicker with the movement? Yeah, but they have brought in Cunha, unexpected. I do believe we signed Bremo. That's a great start. I think any striker with those two is competent. You mentioned it there. We scored 44 league goals. If you get a striker with those 3 alone, I think score 45 goals between them. Yeah. So we've already matched what we did last season as a team. Never mind Ahmad, the left wing back, the rest of the midfielders, the rest of the attackers in the team overall to get us 65 league goals. Of course, there is other areas to address. In particular, the midfield is key, but I'm still going to give them ample time to address it, which I think they will.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to Abdelaziz. He says, I don't believe that 85 million nonsense, 40 to 50 million max, and Ekitike, Hoyland 2.0. Nah, Hoyland is one of the certified bomb limited edition, comes with missed chance and bad first touch. Boy, he luckily is on his way out, but I don't know whether he wants to move or not. We're hearing news that Inter Milan are keen on him, but I don't know, but I think he still believes that he's a United player, bro, and he knows that once you leave Man United, it's downhill from you, bro, in terms of, like, you ain't getting the engagement, you ain't getting the following, you ain't getting the response that you get when United, bro. United
profile takes a hit. Yeah.
As a player, it's a pinnacle of your career. Maybe Real Madrid is an exception, but United, let's be honest, even though they're bad, they will elevate your level to a whole nother thing, bro. Like your clout and your status gets multiplied, bro. So it's like you go down to Inter Milan, nobody will care about you, bro. You're finished. You know what I mean? That's the reason why all these players want to stay. It's true, though. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's holding on to the fact that he don't really want to leave, and Man United might be forcing players out the door. And we need to do it. We need to do it firmly. We can't allow these players to go pre-season. I would literally tell a lot of these players, you ain't go pre-season. You find a club. Do what PSG did. Do what Juventus did. Make sure they stay at home. Stay at home, bro. You ain't leaving.
No,
you ain't going out there.
No, agreed. Because it's World Cup year. You ain't gonna sit out. It's World Cup. We need to use that to our advantage. That it is indeed World Cup year. Most of these players are in and around their national teams if they don't start or whatever the case may be.
For real. For real.
You want to stay. You make it clear, crystal clear, like you said. If you stay here, you will not play. You are not a part of the plans. It's time to go. Who cares if Hoyland wants to stay? Oh, well and good. You want to stay. Fantastic for you. You don't want you. So you make a club, or guess what? You missed the World Cup.
Yeah.
On you.
Simple. You missed the World Cup, bro. It is what it is.
We gotta be ruthless, man. We gotta be ruthless. Do you know what I'm saying? We've never been in this position before. We can't afford no passengers, bro. Get these man out of here. You want to. If you wanted to stay, you should have performed better, brother. It's that simple. If you wanted to stay, you should have worked on your touch. If you wanted to stay, you would have got me another goal. You would have done something this season. Do you know what I mean? I was even asking for Hoyland to bag this year. I was just asking you to do basics. And you're telling me you want to stay. Nah, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Facts.
Ineos got to be active. None of this pushover stuff and allowing, man. We've seen it for too long under ownership where man have just been here collecting a wage. We're in this is new ownership. I want to see new ideas. I want to see new things. Stuff you promised. I want to see proper ownership. That's what Ineos is coming to do, footballing decisions. So make the footballing decisions and get these scrubs out of here.
Yeah, 100%. Samix Football says, on Ekitike, again, agree he's expensive, but he's young enough. Where could we sell him if he doesn't work out? We'll be getting a goalkeeper too. Don't know about midfield. Bro, I think for me, it's like, he's 23. Like, I look at that and I think, yo, that's not very young. In like, it's young, yeah, but as a footballer, you're 23 though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think once you hit past 21, I look at you and I think you should be really having the kind of foundations of your game, bro. Like, you should be having a first touch. You should have had 100 games, 200 games under your belt by then. You know what I mean? Like, you should be at
I know what you're
least.
saying. We have an idea of the level. We have an idea of the level of. Obviously, it can change because some players are late, like bloomers. Some players might go 26, 27, and all of a sudden they turn. But at 23, we have a general range of your ability.
Yeah.
I think we have that with Ekitike. I don't even know how you pronounce it, guys. Someone keeps saying
it takes me a while, can't lie.
It's cool. Just call him Hugo. We know who you're talking about. It's kind of
I feel like we have an idea of what his profile is. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel his ability. It's just in a sense where some players don't get that platform straight away, or situational stuff. Let's say Saka, he came in, played at left back, and then all of a sudden the right wing position was up for grabs, and that was his, and he made it his.
Yeah.
Ekitike, Hugo, whatever his name is, he's played under PSG, and now he's got his first year and his first platform to do that at Frankfurt. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't have that chance at PSG because they had the players that they had, Dembele, Messi, Neymar, all of these, man. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I get what you mean in terms of at 23, they should be playing a certain amount of games, but it doesn't always work like that, depending on what club you're at and whatever. Sometimes that's why you do have to move on and go to another team to get that platform. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts, 100%, bro. I think for me, and even though I'm not gonna lie to you, maybe strikers do develop a little bit later because of the fact that, you know, it's a different sort of position. But I do believe, you know, we should be knowing what they are at that age, though, a little bit. Like, we should be seeing the foundation of what they can do. For me, I think he's got.
When you see that, though, Saeed. When you see that,
I do. I really do. I think it's just about the right price for him, bro. I really do. Like, if it's the right price, I think United should entertain it. But I just believe right now with United, bro, are they blowing their budget too early? Because we don't know what our budget is, really. Let's be honest. Like, there is money. I don't believe there's not any money, because why would there be so much interest in a lot of players this summer? You know, Gyökeres, Ekitike, and, you know, Mbumo, Cunha. Like, there's been a lot of interest for players this summer. United have the money, but obviously it's about prioritizing where should the money go to. Should it all go and be kind of done in the attack? Or should it be spread out a little bit? Or do the board have trust? And Amarin have trust in the midfield that he's got already. Collier, Mainu, Casemiro, Ugarte, Bruno. What if he does? What if he does man them and say, yo, you know what? I've got enough.
We know we don't rate Maino, so we know Maino ain't playing. So you can exclude him from the equation.
Maino
and Xerxes, forget about those two as options under this manager. Two players I rate.
Yeah, bro, they're flawless.
They're there. They was there last season.
Yeah, they were.
Look at the players, and we was dreadful. Word to Shells, we was 15th, and these men still couldn't get a game.
Bro, bro. Normally you'd hear United are after this midfielder, and it'd be no one out the window. Bro, I don't know if United just drastically come out with a name and be like, yo, we're after this. Bro, look at the midfielders around in Europe. Has there been?
That is one thing I give United credit though, is our business has been quieter because all of the transfer news came out the blue. There was no talks. The Ekitike information just dropped one day.
No, but
same with Bremo.
We were linked with a striker though. We were linked with The thing is with us, we need someone that can be like I like these PSG front three. I like it when they're fluid in it. I like it when it's fluid and it's dynamic and it's you know, like there's a cross exchange of like you go up front, I go up front, you go left, I go right. Like I like that fluidity, you know, and that's what I like about Ekitike is that I don't think he's going to be glued to being a number 9. I think modern day football is becoming a case of right. who's the most fluid in football? Like, you look at Barcelona's fluid front three. Even though Lewandowski's there, yeah, Lewandowski goes right, left, strike. Like he's a bit of a, you know, see what I'm trying to say, broski?
Also, as well, they want Nico Williams, and Lewandowski is 37 now. So I think you're going to see a Rafinha go up front and then just have that, like you said, that fluidity. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Hugo provides that. It's just the main thing. Again, we can't spend 85 million. So if we can haggle down the price to 60 million, then I'm looking at it. If we're looking at this big 80 stuff, you gotta go for a seasoned veteran, or just go get us a stopgap for a season and let Mbeumo and Cunha do their thing. Because I'm not fussed about goals. I've seen it with Liverpool. I've seen it with Firmino. I've seen Firmino rip up the league as a number 9 and not score bare goals. Do you know what I'm saying? When you got two bad boys on either side of you, and Cunha and Mbeumo, inshallah, hopefully, do you get what I'm saying? We'll be all right. It doesn't have to be an out and out gunman, like you said. Just bring me some fluidity and the right profiles, regardless of who the manager is. If the manager don't do well, we move him on. The next manager comes in, still has a base to work with, and none of this, he ain't got his players. We just need good players, bro. That's it.
Yeah, facts, 100%. You know
what's get talent in. That's where I'm at. With this manager and what we're doing, forget structure, forget a way of playing. Like, this manager's not capable. Bring in talent and vibes and let the individuals go out there and win us games.
Yep.
I hear you, Shells.
100%. This comment here, big up to Jason says there, you can't not take players on preseason tour because that drops their value even more. I mean, what happened to Ugarte? Did his value drop?
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? Like,
Jason,
these are players we're trying to get rid of. People, we're already the B-side in negotiations. We are not negotiating from a position of power. These players don't have that much value anyway. How much is their value going to drop? Let's say we don't take Garnacho on tour.
Yeah.
So its value drops from what, 50 to 40 or 50 to 30. Just get them gone. They're dreadful. Any money we get for these man is phenomenal money. Phenomenal. They're awful. And some of the worst players in the league, point blank, period. Hoyland, the worst striker in the league. Garnacho, the worst left winger in the league. So therefore, any money you get for these man is great money.
Yeah.
25 million, 30 million, 20 million for these man is phenomenal. The fact that we should feel blessed that there's buyers for these man. We should feel blessed.
You see the
word to Shells again. We are 15th because of this lot.
Yeah.
Did you see how many goals we scored in 38 games?
Did you see the Garnacho news today?
About
the Garnacho news. The Garnacho news. Yeah, I seen that.
He said he wants to
yeah. But that guy, bro, you go where whoever makes it, we accept the bid, bro. You go there, bro. How about you want to stay in the Premier League, bro? Yeah. Even though I wouldn't mind Chelsea make a bid, that would be sensational. But yeah, it's 5-0, by the way. 5-0, 45 minutes. It's crazy.
Go there, yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Muller.
That's Muller, bro. He's about to retire after the Club World Cup.
I thought he retired.
This is crazy. It's going to be fun, man. I can't lie. It's going to be fun to watch. Boy, 5-0. It's crazy. But you know what it is, bro? Like what I with Garnacho, bro, that's money there, you know. Potentially you got 50 million right there sitting there, man. I know you lot are thinking, but there's 50 million potentially sitting right there.
Sell him.
Bro, sell the brother, bro.
I'm seeing reports
next season we're finished. Khalas.
Yeah, I'm seeing reports talking about we pricing him out of a deal. The transfer fee's too high. Lower the transfer fee then.
Yeah.
Lower the fee. 50 million for him is great. It's a great business.
You know what it is? I can't lie. I'm judging Ineos hard if they can't get these man out. I don't want to hear about the wages and stuff like that, bro. We got footballing people in there. They're telling me we can't get money for none of these players. No, I'm not hearing it. Ineos got to make stuff happen. Like Flores is saying, if you've set a certain price to these man and they're not reaching it, you have to drop it. These players have to go. It's unforgivable to see certain man here next season, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it. 15th, lost to flipping Spurs, bro, in a European final. A man of dallying with all of this price and stuff. Get these man out the club, bro. Get them out,
simple,
please. ASAP. We just so you ain't even got PSR problems. I don't know if you saw the report a week ago where you was away in South Africa. But we even got PSR.
Oh, we've not got PSR problems. We're good.
I think Sir Jim He injected some money into the club, and it basically allowed us. Our PSR is in very good state. I think we're like 6th or something out of 20 teams. So, bro, get these man out the club and reset the culture, bro. It has to be done.
Facts, 100%. Sullivan says Mateta bring. I'm for Mateta, bro. I've been talking about it for a hot minute. Bring Mateta. He's available. You know what I mean? And he could become value of Man United for around about 40 million, and then that would significantly reduce that from 40 million to we're spending. And
that's where I'm at with it. We're saying Ekitike is double his price. Is he double the player as of right now?
I think you're better.
Even if you think Ekitike is better, is he double the player he is?
Yeah, he's not double the player he is. No, I don't think.
That's where I'm at. That's why
I don't think right now Ekitike is better than Mateta. Right now, I don't think he is.
And it's like he might be in the future, but it's like we need to deal with right now.
But the future, no.
Future, we've been doing that all these phases and planning for the future. That never works out, man. We need to deal with right now. Again, word to Shells. As of right now, what happened last season? We finished 15th. We lost the European final to Spurs. How about we deal with the situation at hand?
Facts.
That's where it is. Go and get players now. That's why the Cunha deal. So that's a player for now. And he might get better here. He's at the age where he could get better. He's not potentially reached his peak. Same with Bremo. If it is a Mattel, link to Gyökeres. Go and get players for now and get these man. It's really not difficult.
Yep.
It's really not. If we can sell this lot and we get 100 million, 150 million combined, phenomenal business.
Yeah.
Exceptional. If we sell all these players, Garnachos and Rashfords and Anthony's and Højlund, and we ship these man off and it's 100 million combined, I'll say, hey, well done. You know why people are so fixated on prices?
Yeah, even though I believe like he isn't maybe a development striker though. There is that kind of like right now that United fans are a bit kind of like impatient now of what could Ekitike become, and the fan base as well. When you look at the striker option right now, our last best striker was probably Van Persie, maybe Ibrahimovic, maybe Lukaku first season when he had 1 and 2 goals, like. Maybe, but since then, bro, it's not been great, bro. Martial, in lockdown season, NHS Martial was cold, but really and truly wasn't a consistent goal scorer in that regard. He helped the team, don't get me wrong, in other ways that helped to score more goals, but he couldn't be consistent enough to score goals week in, week out. Injuries and whatnot weren't permitted, and obviously maybe lack of becoming a first choice striker. But I really do believe that United at this stage right now should be looking at a striker that can help us score more goals, not just by scoring goals, if that makes sense, guy. Like, he can help with
overall play.
I really do believe that, man, because it's like, if we get Mbeumo, but the key for me in all of this here is, guys, if we get Mbeumo. Maybe the thing is, guys, that maybe there's not the confidence that they can get Mbeumo. Maybe that's what we're stuck right now. Maybe there's been some development, and I could be speaking into existence here, where United don't believe they've got Mbeumo wrapped up, so therefore they're going and getting Ekitike. Maybe that's a scenario we're dealing with right now. Maybe it's because Mbeumo isn't wrapped up, so therefore Ekitike is the one to say, right, we need to be hot on this right now. Go and get Ekitike and then go from there. Maybe that's where it's coming from. I don't know. I hope.
And Bremo said he wanted us though, and Bremo made that clear. He was like, he wants to. Obviously, Thomas Frank has done to.
He doesn't control United's financials and how things are run and how things by United are maybe prioritizing stuff. Like, maybe they might look at it for, we weren't really looking at striker, But now that we've seen that Ekitike is available, and now that we've seen that we can't land Gyökeres, we really need to go get a strike for the manager. Like, that is a big.
I agree with that. But I think even with Ekitike, you still need to go get a right 10.
Yeah, you do. But which
they were saying Semenyo and Eze were potential like backups if the Bremo deal doesn't go through. But them two would cost more. Just go get the deal done with Bremo. If we don't get the Bremo deal done, I'm looking at these men sideways. Rejected 3 clubs for us. 3 clubs.
Bro, I'm gonna rant on the mad thing. telling me we're losing to Spurs in Europa League, and now they're taking our players. What? Nah, bro.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think the actual budget is at United this summer? What do you think? What would you guess The budget.
The report was saying that we had the money for, it was like 120, 130, 140. So we had the money for Cunha and then Bremo, and then after that it was a sell to, it was a sell to buy. So I'd say probably like 150. I'd say sitting around that. I think, which is like, we'll get you Cunha. Well, got you Cunha. We'll get you Bremo, and then you have to go and sell, because that's the whole thing with Gyökeres. They was talking about, oh, United need to make sales, which I'm all for, because forget making sales just to bring in new players. Make sales to get rid of these lot. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
that should be the main focus. As much as I'm a fan of Bremo, as much as I think Cunha's cold, as much as I like the strikers we linked with, Emi Martinez also we're linked with. As much the play, cool. You get these man gone. I just think we'll be in a better place without these lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, because these men are just. We talk about floor raises. These men plummet the floor, man.
Plummet the floor. I agree.
The stock plummets with these lot, man. There's no floor with these lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Just when you think it can't get worse, it just continue. We just continue to fall. It's like, yo, how much more can the stock drop off? And we find a new way.
Yeah, facts. By the way, big up to Alice Talks Football. She raided us. Shout out to Alice. If you haven't followed Alice on her channel, I don't know what you're doing, man. She's one of the most consistent content creators, one of the most highly respectable content creators that I know. So big up to Alice Talks Football. Make sure you follow her channel. But please, guys, can you help us by liking the video? We've got 2,000 people here and only 400 likes.
Come on, man. What are you doing there, bro?
Yeah, come on, guys. Like, if you're new, subscribe. But if you are new and you've been here and you haven't been liking the video, hit the like button. We need 1,000 likes before the end of the video. So please, guys, hit the like button. Get us to our target of 1,000 likes, people. But let's get the calculator out, because I feel like it's that kind of time now, yeah, where the calculator comes out. You know, even though I don't want to go there, but the calculator is coming out now. So we spent 20 million on Cunha, because we spent one installment, so that counts as one. This summer we have to pay 20 million, right?
Yeah, correct.
Is it 20 million? So is that what we do? We're not just doing the full thing. We're just doing the
because we're looking at what's been put on the books right now. You feel me?
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So we add 60 for, let's say, for example, they want 60 million for Mbeumo, right? So it's 60, right?
But that one, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it probably would be around 50.
I think they're going to do the exact same price as Cunha, you know. I think that's what gets it done, because I've read a report saying they're looking at the Cunha deal, and you look at the numbers and how long Mbeumo's been doing it for too. It makes sense. I'd be the same if I'm Brentford too. It's on United on the onus for them to go get it done. You're talking about alternatives and that. I don't want to hear all of that. Go get my man out in Mbeumo. Go get my twin, like the chat says.
Let's say, for example, now I'm trying to guess, bro. But if United do end up buying,
let's say it's the same deal, because I think a similar deal. What I do agree with Shells on that. I think a similar, maybe a little bit more gets it done. But when I say a little bit more, I'm talking like 2-3 million. Well, Cunha was like 62. I think like 62, 63, 64, 65 would get the Umbrella deal done with a similar structure.
So
you can say 30 if you want, but it's up to you.
So after this, then what we saying now? Then we basically spent 80 million now this summer, and that I'm trying to look at what the next steps are now. You know, what are the next steps for us right now? What then do we have to add now on top of this? So we've only spent 80 out of the 125 million you're talking about. You know, so you still got a couple of million left. Right, and this is the thing though. What again? Is the striker going to cost?
Are we saying who we've been linked with? Is it who we what are we basing
let's say, for example, they go with Ekitike. Let's go with Ekitike.
Well, Ekitike would be a lot. He'd probably be 40 million up top.
Where do you think United will strike a deal on? Where do you think United will strike a deal on? Let's be realistic.
It has to be around. It can't be 85. It's got to be around the 60 million mark. Honestly,
I don't think so. I'm going 70 million.
You reckon we paying 70 million up front?
United will, if they're gonna do it, they'll try and haggle for 70.
I don't think it'd be 70 million up front. I don't think it'd be that much up front.
It'd be 70 plus 5 million add-ons.
Yeah. But we're talking about not the whole deal overall. We're talking about what's up front. I don't think let's say it's 85 million, I don't think we're putting 70 million up front.
That's a Klarna thing, bro. That's a Klarna thing, man. I'm telling you.
That's a Klarna thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be like max like 40 million up front. You know, I think Cunha was 60 and he was 10. Yeah, Cunha was 62 and he was 20 million up
Let's say, for example, we spend 40 million up front, right?
Good job you got the calculator out for this one, Saeed. You complicating this one.
Yeah. Okay. Next, what we're saying next then?
We're saying after this, it has to be sold, Saeed. Literally, that's the report. After United,
yeah. After it's literally
Okay.
sales.
It's literally sales, bro.
We spent our budget. We spent our budget.
Yeah, and that's cool. And you know what? That's a great start. If we get those three, well, we've got one. If we get the other two, those three, that's a great start.
I don't think 40 million is going to be that, you know. I don't think we get 40 million up front only.
Remember, Saeed, we're not the only club that does the installments thing, you know. It just gets magnified because it's United. Every team does installments, bro. Trust me.
It's not Football Manager.
You get it? Like, bro, this is how business works. Everyone, no matter how rich you are, no one wants to pay the 100 million straight out or 40 million straight or 70 million straight out. They do it 20 million, 30 million, 40 million over three, whatever. But yeah, man, literally, this is our budget, Saeed. After this, we have to sell. We're looking at sales, bro.
Okay then. And by the way, we got some bomber news here that Nedu actually rates someone that we all can agree with is a good player. He actually finally is on board. He says, "I rate Ekitike." Guys, we have to give a W in the chat, man. W Nedu in the chat. He finally agrees with something that we all agree with. You know what I'm saying? So that's good news. So okay, so we're in the pluses then. We're saying 125 million was the supposed, you know,
it's around that. I'd say 125, 140.
So after that, in the case of selling it. So let's look at ourselves, right? So let's say, for example, keep that 120 in your heads, guys. Yeah. So we get, let's say, for example, we get 50 million off Garnacho. Yeah. And then we get Anthony. Apparently, Real Betis are keen on him. How much do we get off Real Betis?
I'd say 25. I think that's fair.
25.
If it's Betis, we're not getting nowhere near a lot. Let's be real. Betis ain't got
30, you know. I say 30, man. All
right, cool. We'll take the 30.
Cool. You saying 30? I reckon around.
Rashford is 40. It's been agreed, but I don't believe we're getting 40. I don't know what it is here.
Man, I don't think we get 40 million for Rashford. Outside of his dream move, Barca, where else is he going? And if Barca sign him, that's probably going to be a loan, bro. I don't see us getting the bread that everyone thinks we're going to get for Rashford. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I'm going to say around about 30. I'm going to stick to 30, you know.
Yeah, go 30.
30, yeah. Let's go 30. Let's go 30.
Looking like a loan right now. Honestly, you get people.
Yeah, loan to maybe buy. The Hoyland one you can't add because we're not going to get that money this year, so we're not going to see that.
I reckon it'll be a loan. I reckon Hoyland, if he leaves, it'll be a loan.
I reckon Hoyland will be a loan. So that's
very similar to Rashford, could be.
I think that's about it, you know. I don't think we sell anyone else. Do we sell anyone else? No. Malacia.
Sancho. Don't forget Sancho.
Oh, yeah, Sancho. Yeah. Oh, but I think again it will be another loan, you know.
Nah, he's on the last year of his deal.
He's got another year, no?
Let me check. I think it's the last year of his deal.
No way.
I think it's his last year.
Contract.
Have we got an option to extend?
Oh, yeah. Extension could be triggered. Okay, we got an extension to be if we want.
Got an extension. Yeah, we got a chat. I reckon Sancho could be moved on potentially.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, though. Sancho's going to need to have a hard look at himself.
10 million.
That's at 10 M's, you know. We can't get 20. We can't get 20 for Sancho.
20? Can we get 20, guys? All right, let's get 20.
20 million for Sancho.
All right, 20. Let's try a little cheeky 20 then. I mean,
if we get 50 for Garnacho, you can get 20 for Sancho.
Yeah. All right, then that's about it then. So we got 130.
We're not adding Onana in there, no? We're not putting that out.
Oh, yeah, Onana. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Onana's gonna stay, you know, man.
Nah, man. I ain't trying to see
10 million, man. We'll throw that on, man. Little 10 mil.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Onana's staying, guys. I think that's the
10 mil, man.
I've kind of almost made peace with it, even though I hate it. I think for me, it's like I genuinely don't see a club buying Onana, bro. I think we're effed, we're screwed. The only way Onana leaves is if the manager drops him, and then late in the transfer window we buy a goalkeeper.
Well, we got linked to Emi Martinez, so that was good.
You know what I mean, bro? So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't see it's happening, bro. So I think for me, we're not signing Onana. I don't think we're still selling Onana, bro.
Hey, man, we add him on, man. We putting this energy out there. You know,
bro, I'm with you. Slap him in there, bro.
Yeah, 10 mil, man. Only 10 mil. There we go.
Nah. I'm not doing all that hassle for 10 million. I'm not.
All right, so what hassle? That's 10 million. That's money. All right. So what would you sell him for? So you wouldn't sell him for 10 million right now?
No, I would get a little bit more than that though.
So you'd haggle. So what would you get? What are we talking?
I'm looking at least 25.
All right, if you want to say 25, it's Saeed TV.
Charles,
we'll go with the house.
I don't think we get. Maybe I'm probably like 20. But honestly, I'm in a position with Onana where I generally don't care what it is. I just don't want to see my brother in goal with a high top next season. It's not working, man. He's a liability. Do you know what I'm saying? What he done in the European, the Champions League alone.
Price gone down. We bought him. How much did United sign him for? Let me check the price.
40 million? 40, 45?
No, signs for Man United. Let me just quickly check now. We signed him for 47.2 million. Yeah. So you're saying his price tag has gone down by 20-odd million.
He hasn't had a good season being here.
Yeah, no, that's sad.
The season's been dreadful. If we rate his season on a scale of 0 to 10, what is it?
Yeah.
What did you give him? I'm sure you did an end of season rating, Saeed. Charles might have done the same thing. What did you give him?
Yeah, bro, I don't even know what I gave him.
We probably give him maybe a 1, a 2. So yes, his price is, so 47 million, and then you had a 2 out of 10 season. That's more than your price.
Before that, the first season was dead as well. His first season was dead. His first season was dead.
All right. I'm gonna say we get about, how much did you say Flawless at first?
I said 10 million.
What do you say, Charles?
20.
I'm gonna go 20.
I just want him gone. Like that's where I'm at with these players.
5 million less.
Yeah, I forgot he's had 2 seasons that he's been terrible.
Bro, 2 seasons, bro. This guy's a criminal. Man, I'm forgetting.
150 million then we've got through player sales. 150 million. Am I getting a bit too gassed there, too giddy?
Definitely. But it's around about, let's say it's around that figure. We'll run with 150. We'll run with 150 million.
Is that a realistic sum of money United can get from sales?
I think around about in that range, yeah. If someone said, I think anything from 110 to 150, yes, is around that figure. Anything in around, because obviously,
how many players have we sold? 5 players we sold.
We got rid of Onana, Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Højlund, 6.
6. So what we averaging there, if we're to say, like, if we're averaging, so I don't know. I just think for me, it's like,
divide it by 6 and then we'll know.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'll divide it by 6, and we're looking at average of 25 million each.
Brilliant business, man.
Is that decent?
We finished 15th, Saeed. Yes, it's brilliant. Yes.
It's not even necessarily about the money for me as well.
You guarantee me 25 million for each player, bro. I'll take that,
Of course we would.
You can guarantee me 25 million for each player. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll take that, because that means I'm getting it.
And they've been crap. It's not like it's a one-off season. These men have consistently, the ones that have been here for a long length of time, have been consistently rubbish.
One thing I'll say is, I don't see us getting this, bro. I really don't. I just don't see us getting this. Sorry to interrupt you, Flawless.
That's cool.
I just don't see us getting this money. Like, again, the Rashford thing, I think he goes on loan. Højlund, he goes on loan. Onana, I don't know. Anthony, I bet it's going to pay 30 million. It's going to give us 50 million. Like, again, we just finished 15th, bro. I keep saying this. We're rating our players a lot higher than they should be. So, again, for me, get the money you can. Don't lowball yourself. But at the same time, we have to reset the culture. We might have to take a hit on some of these players, bro, if it means getting them out. It's just that simple. We have to reset this whole thing that's going on at United. It's just not good enough, bro. Players are here finishing 15 and smiling and doing up interviews thinking it's okay. I'm sorry. This is Man United, bro. Please get these standards back to where they need to be. And if that means getting rid of them, then get rid of them. I've seen them for 2 seasons, 3, 4, 10 seasons, however long it's been. It's time to move on, brother.
Yeah. But he said Malacia.
Malacia could get a 10 million for.
What?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. It's Flawless. Malacia might be one of the worst players I've ever seen. Like, did you see him? He come back. I feel sorry for him because he's had that mad knee injury. He was pretty decent when he first come in. Do you know what I'm saying? But the knee injuries mashed him up.
Bashed him up, bro.
What Arsenal were doing to him in the Champions League, like it was mad, bro. It's sad.
Yeah,
He said, you know what? We don't want him, bro. We don't rate him. We don't want him.
I reckon we could get a 5-10 million for him last year.
Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
We're looking at 3 million, 4 million.
All right, 3 million. All right, let's go there then. 4 million. Let's say 5. 5 million. Start adding to it,
bro. That knee injury has effed him up, bro. Badly.
Yeah, it's sad, man, when things like that.
Yeah, 5 is realistic. No, 5 is realistic. 5 million.
Yeah. Let's not forget the 5 million we got from Chelsea for Sancho. So you got to add that on as well.
Yeah, bro. Saeed pulled out the calculator, fam. We're not selling these players for that price. Listen, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying
Saeed out here negotiating, but like we the A side, like these are great products. Like that's why I was like, Saeed, the house is Saeed TV, cool, but no, I don't think we're getting that big money for them, look.
I
don't think we are personally, and I'm cool with that. If we average out, if it's 20 million for the 6 of them, all right, cool.
Yeah,
we average out 20 million for the 6 players we just mentioned. All right, throw Malacia in there if you want. Man, I mentioned sure, but probably not going anywhere. I'm cool with that. 120 million for those 6.
Yeah. What about the 90 million installments in existing players?
Again, that's not our job. That's the finance man's job. Let him do that. We're just here to have a discussion.
Yeah.
I don't know what when people ask stuff like that. I don't know what us. I'm not a.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts. Get hammered out. The club says we don't create chances since 2013, and it's called the graveyard shift. Why do we need number 9? Fix the team. We are broke, fat, ugly, trying to find a 10 gal. And they said, you guys let your feelings towards the players rule your heads because, for example, if United take 10 million for Onana, that's a loss on the books. That's not good. So I agree. But at the same time, like, what do you want to force?
What's the alternative? Keep him.
Please, alternative.
Jason, please respond and put up Jason. So what is the alternative with all? Because we're not getting our money back. So exclude that. So the alternative is to sell him. I mean, the alternative is to keep him. How does that help?
Yeah.
Keep him for him to lower. He's not good enough. We have to take a look. Forget the books. How about we just concentrate on getting better? Forget the books and forget about the books being good. How about we get better on the pitch? That's where that should be the focus of Manchester United Football Club. Not Manchester United Finance, Manchester United Football Club. Get better on the football pitch. Get him gone. If we take a hit, so be it. Do you
know what it is? Do you know what it is? We can afford to take a hit on one player on the books. Do you know what I'm saying? If it means the greater good. Getting rid of Onana is for the greater good. I don't care what.
Greater good,
greater good.
Yeah.
It's one player. We can afford to take a loss on one player. Again, the PSR isn't the biggest issue that we thought it was. It's been reported that that's false. Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Shout out to Keflon Don says, come on, guys. Can't believe we are even considering another overpriced, unproven striker at 85 million. Haven't we learned that from Højlund debacle? Turkey was half the price, for God's sake. I mean, it's difficult, man, to talk. I think that Turkey one was a freak. Like to be on that release clause at that age, man. I think Man City hit the gold mine. Like they were very, very. I want to say lucky because apparently he said he wants to play for Man City. They suit style of football, but City struck gold with that one. But at this rate right now, United are 15th. We don't have a lot of leverage, and we're desperate. We are desperate. Even though we want players to come to our football club for the sake of it, but we are a bit desperate right now. We have to overpay a little bit. We do.
And people talking about books and things like this in regards to the leverage. Sorry to cut you off. That's more so in the selling part. We're selling terrible players. Why do people think we're going to get great money for awful players? We bought them at this price. They perform poorly. Why are you going to get this price or more for them? Bear in mind, Garnacho is pure profit because we'll get more for him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can forget. Again, people now over sensationalizing it. Moving Onana is not going to mess up the books.
Yeah.
Garnacho's profit.
But I also think it's
so we keep so what's again, you lot in the chat then tell me what's the, because I'm hearing a lot of problems. What's the solution?
Yeah. But the thing is, for me,
you lot got problems. Sorry to cut you off, Saeed. Problems for every solution.
Yeah.
So what's the solution then? So we keep Onana because we can get this mythical price for him. Come on, man. What are we doing out here? You move him on.
What are we supposed to do though? I don't understand what we're supposed to do. These guys have flopped at United. Like it's we have to take it on the chin. We have to it's a loss. I get it. You don't want us to be. I get it. Like, I don't want to. That's why I regret selling McTominay for maybe 25 million. I think we could have got more for him. But at the same time, it's like these players that have underperformed at Man United. There's not a lot we can do. Really isn't. Maybe that's why I'm thinking to myself with Anthony. We could get a little bit more than what I originally thought at the start. But that's about it. That's why I want 50 million for Garnacho. I want him because I feel like for me, United can get 50 million for Garnacho. We can. I think we can.
Someone got to put the money up. Someone got to put the money up.
Yeah, someone got to put the money up, bro. But he's saying he wants to stay in the Premier League. And I'm sorry, man, but you are limited if you stay in the Premier League, bro. Do Chelsea want you? I'm not sure. Do the Villa want you? I'm not sure. Arsenal, do they want him? I'm not sure. Where then? You're not going to Chelsea. You don't go to Liverpool. So where are you going, Garnacho?
Garnacho's pure profit, so that patterns that.
Yeah.
If we sell Garnacho for 34, let's say it's 40 million, he's pure profit.
Yeah.
So you can sign replacements. Like Shell said, PSR is fine, people. And the main priority anyway is getting these men off the books.
Yeah.
So I hear it about stop underselling our players, but they undersell themselves.
Bro, that's my
that's a bar, you know. That's
they
right
undersell themselves. Shout out to Sophia every single time.
And you know what is flawless as well? Yeah. We can't, just because United paid a certain price for Onana, that don't mean the rest of the world think that. That's the price United decide to pay. All of these all these high fees that we've been paying, that's not a world problem or other team problem. That's a United problem. We decided to buy these players, and that's why Ineos has come in to fix these things. If you keep going referring to PSR and all this stuff, if it's just one player, sometimes for the greater good, even if it means on the books you're down a 10 million or 20 million, whatever it is, for the greater good, we have to sacrifice, bro. And we'll have to figure out getting money in the other way to balance that. Because Onana next season, going as a number one at Man United, regardless of what you think, 10 mil, 50 mil, I don't care. He cannot be the number one starting next season. He loses you 15 points already.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's true.
And to this, who says these players aren't useless? Manchester United's a bigger problem because of the players we have.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We have. People use this McTominay thing. McTominay was useless here. He went to Napoli, all well and good. I'm saying my relationship with this girl didn't work. She went elsewhere and is happy. Cool. It works with him. It don't work. What does that mean for me? Like, what are we talking about here? Backing McTominay. So what's, again, I'm not hearing no solutions in these super chats.
Yeah.
What is the solution, people? So we keep Onana and then what? And then Manchester United, like he says here, United's a bigger problem because the players we have are awful, including McTominay. It was the correct decision to sell him.
Yeah, I think it was the correct decision to sell him. What they did elsewhere is nothing to do with United.
He did very well elsewhere. Same way, guess what? Damian did very well elsewhere. Should we have brought him back?
Yeah, real talk.
Ashley Young did very well elsewhere in that same league. Should we have brought him back?
Yeah. Real talk, bro.
And that's the thing. Just because players are banging at other clubs, that doesn't mean anything. United misprofiled McTominay for years.
We did that too.
Misprofiled him. He come through as academy playing the striker, playing further up the pitch. We said, you know what, let's make him a number 6.
Yeah.
Only that stuff happens at Man United. How can you look at McTominay and think he's a number 6? It just doesn't make sense. His best attributes is arriving late in the box and his ball striking. And his ball, how does that translate?
Bruno, that's the problem though. He was never going to hit Bruno.
This is the problem. These players they just be here just because for the sake of it. If you ain't got a place in them in their team, don't try and make them something they ain't.
Yeah.
And that's why I was right to sell him, because there was no place for him in the team.
There you go. Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's later on, bro. It doesn't matter. That's not our problem. Cool. Just because he's doing somewhere else doesn't mean, when you go to another job and you do good there, that doesn't mean anything, bro. That's just a better environment for you. It's just that simple. This environment ain't, man can't hack this environment, get them gone. I don't care what you do at another club. I saw you was doing at my club.
When you was rubbish.
Facts.
Granted, it's not all his fault.
Listen, you know, what he's done over there is player of the year.
Props to him. Happy for him, man.
Yeah.
Props to him.
I ain't got no bad words.
Same way Rashford performed well at Villa. Hey, you know what, Rashford? Props to you. It's a shame they didn't come in and buy him. But yeah, he did well at Villa. What did you do for Manchester United?
Props to him. I can't lie to you. Props to him. But yeah, it's not going to work at United. Big up to Abdaziz says, I'm with you, Flawless. I want every scrub gone. Ineos got to be ruthless, but they're cowards. Look at Bruno, Ten Hag, and Amarin. Saeed, panel, chat. He says, we're not going to sell many of these players. Ineos are bottle jobs. I'm just being real. I've seen this soap opera before. New window, same lies, and different lie every single summer. And
I understand your reservations about it. I ain't even saying you're wrong. I hear it. I get it. I don't trust Ineos like that. I get it.
Yeah. I don't understand. For me, I'm not really like giving praise to Ineos, bro. They've got to do what they've got to do. Like, I don't understand this praise, bro. Like, we're old, buddy, bro. We're old. We like the least United fans could get is what we're seeing right now is competent. Like, it's just a bare minimum, bro, bare basics, and we have to praise Ineos. No, they've seen this mess. They've made mistakes. They're working with the Glazers. So for me, it's like this is the least you could do, bro. You can call me, whatever you want to say or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit, bro. I'm not praising Ineos for doing the bare minimum. The bare minimum should be, get a proper recruitment team, get players that fit the system, get a manager that aligns with it, and get this club being a football club that is respectable at world level. And that's what Man United should be. The bare minimum is that Man United should be a proper run football club. But we're going to give respect and we have to praise Ineos. No, they need to do their job. Simple as that. Do your job, get things done, and we keep it moving. You know what I mean? And then fans can be like, you know what? Cool. We're starting to act like a football club now. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just like, do your job. Like Roy Keane says, bro, man, I'm going to praise the bare minimum. I'm not, bro. Do your job.
The postman for delivering the post. I mean, that was his
fans expect to support the team in the stadium. Do your job. Everyone's got to do their job. Simple.
Yep. And I'm with you, Saeed. Bro, these men are forgetting Ten Hag was manager this season. Like, what was going on there? Anyone with a like, bro, anyone with a mind saw what was going to happen with the whole Ten Hag thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You sat Van Gaal winning the FA Cup, but you keep Ten Hag when we was playing basketball. I was watching Lakers at Man United, bro. I was watching the Lakers the way he was playing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, facts. It was very.
The fact that they bought Amarin mid-season, he didn't even want to come. He said, nah, you got to come now. January, getting rid of them players, what you should have done, but you didn't bring no one in apart from Dogu. And we struggled. We paid the price for the rest of the season. Ineos owe us. I'm not
it's crazy.
And all of these, man. Get me Mbermo, get me the 3 other players I want. Then I'll praise these, man. Do your jobs, bro.
And on top of that, Shells, it's crazy that you mentioned Ten Hag, and it's like, oh, we all know what's going to happen because we're here with Amarim, all knowing what's going to happen. We see the car crash on the horizon. We all can see, you see that light down the end of the tunnel. It's an oncoming train. Everybody can see the trains on its way, whether it's October, whether it's November, whether it's hitting before the season ends. And they're like, nah, we good. Let's just carry on this track. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's an oncoming fucking train. We all know what's about to happen. He's not making it till summer 2026. And you, man, decided, all right, didn't learn from Ten Hag. Made the exact same, inherited a mistake and made the exact same mistake. And now we're in the same situation.
That's what I'm saying. Individual players to bail us out. Get us good players. It doesn't matter who's in charge right now. Just get us good players. So when the next manager, whoever it is, I'm not fast. I'm not hammering out. But if he can't get it done, I don't care. It's modern football. You get a next manager in. If the goalkeeper don't work, you get a next player in. This is how football is. It's ruthless. We're in a ruthless business, bro. If decisions don't work, you don't rest on them. You fix them. And how you fix them is getting rid of them. You get rid of all these staff, fair enough. Get rid of the players, bro. Keep that same energy for these 11 men that got us 15th place.
Same energy.
I'm on one today.
Are you right? No, I get it. Same energy. And people are talking about balancing the books and not selling players. So we keep them. But then say Manchester United is the issue. And it's maybe it's an issue because of the players on the pitch and lack of quality. Yeah. That's why you get these men gone. And if you sell Rashford and you sell Garnacho, that's pure profit. There you go. There's your books balanced.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Just sell one.
Facts, 100%, bro. Like I believe, like it's gonna be a long summer, but United need to get the job done, bro. Like this summer is a big summer, you know. Like they don't realize how much of a big summer this is, man. They think this is a joke, you know, man. Like, yo, we need to be on it, bro. Sell players like Abdelaziz saying there. Sell them, force them out. No more excuses, no more charity work. This is Man United, not a retirement home, bro. Like, real talk, bro. We got to get shit done, bro. Like, and this Mbumo, I need to be hearing agreement has been reached next week.
Facts.
I hear you on that. I've
allowed it. Last week I was like, you know what, cool. It's, you know, they made a bidding. Was it last Monday they made a bidding? Was it 3rd of June?
Have we made a second? Have we actually made a second bid? Because I know we made a first bid.
We didn't polish, you know.
We didn't make a second bid. Okay.
A crucial week.
But he's made it clear he wants us, and I think the term side of things will be the easy side. Is the dealing with Brentford. That'd be tougher part. But like you said, get it done. That's what I'm at with it. Get it done.
Yeah, no, honestly, I can't lie to you. I think for me, it's like, next week we should hear some more news about Mbumo. If it don't happen next week, that's where everyone can be like, yo, fair enough then. Like, if you're complaining and you're a bit anxious and whatever, and you're concerned, then I can be like, you know what, fair enough then. You've got every right to me, because we're going now into the end of June, and there's not been no breakthrough on Mbumo news. And then it opens it up for anyone else to get involved then, because then Mbumo's like, hold on a minute, you're not very valuing. I've literally told you I want to come, and you're not sorting this out. So, you know, that one you want to hear, and you want to really just get them in a United shirt, get them ready for pre-season, acclimatize to the teammates. You know what I mean? Get them on the plane, bro. Because we don't really want to be getting players that go to pre-season late, or go to pre-season, or come at the end of pre-season and they're not really fit and ready, and they're not firing or whatever. You feel me? Like, we got.
I hear you want to give them best preparation possible.
Preparation. This season is probably the biggest season in terms of preparation. The manager cannot have any excuses. Like, genuinely, like, honestly, man, I don't want to be hearing no excuses for this manager. He's had the worst season ever in Man United's history. I'm not blaming it on him, all of it, but he's been a big reason for it, and he should be sacked, really. It is what it is. He's here. He's got a second chance. But if I hear excuses about, but it's not had this and it's not had that, none of that. Put every excuse out the way so that he can prepare best for the team. And if he pulls it off and he turns it around, fair play to him. It is what it is. We move. You know what I mean? We will give him credit when it's due. But at this minute right now, you've got to deliver. And you need to be making assurances from your boss that, yo, am I being backed or I'm going to leave? I see that sort of energy. Not, well, I've got to work with what I've got here, and you've got to be patient. It's a process. A lot of bullshit, mate. We don't do that over here. You need to deliver. Yeah, no, I mean, real talk, though.
Nah, with you on that. Like, there's no excuses. I'm not hearing no excuses.
It takes time. It takes time. I don't hear 1,000 interviews about it takes time and there's a process, and you know, everything can't happen by next week or whatever. I want to be hearing that, yo, he's coming and he's ready and he knows that he's prepared and he's got everything under control. That's what I want to be hearing, personally, for me anyway. So
look, he had a crack at it this season, yeah. In the interview with Bruno, he said he didn't realize how tough the Prem would be. Well, now you know. So listen, give him the platform that he can, so to provide him with, so that he's got no excuses. When he goes in interviews, he says, in the summer, I've got the players I wanted, blah, blah, blah. Fresh start. It's his fresh start. Literally, it's a fresh start. New players, out with the old, in with the new, and we go from there. I don't want to hear no excuses. We need to start next season like this. We're in one competition. One.
Yep.
And that's the Premier League. One game a week. I've got to see something, bro. I'm not asking United to be blowing away teams. I need to just see an improvement. I need to look at the team and see an identity. I need to see us be able to attack and score goals. I need to see patterns of play. I need to see a midfielder not just getting bypassed. I need to see our build-up being quicker. I need to see improvements, bro. And if he can't do it, then we move. We move on.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but there's a lot to improve on. To be fair, there's not a lot to
everything needs to be improved upon.
But when you look at it, though, the improvement is to be very, very good, you know, because like I don't think any United fan is gonna get hoodwinked by 1-0s and whatever. Like, yeah, United want consistency and maybe want the brother to cut his hair and that. You know what I mean? The guy called United Strand, big up to him. We wanted
Oh,
to
you
cut
talking about the guy who's not going to cut his hair till United with 5 games?
yeah,
in a row?
United with 5 games in a row. But at the same time, like United need to show with 1 game a week that they can play a brand of football that is consistent, man. I really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to be, like, real talk, bro. Like, you need to, bro. That's all I'm going to say. We need to be on it. We need to be firm, ready, and let's do the job. Simple as that. Get this over the line. That's all we got to do. So let's see what happens, man. Tomorrow, Monday, transfer window opens again. It opens again.
It's reopening.
Yeah, reopening. Transfer window is reopened, guys, tomorrow. So let's see what I want. You know what I mean? Maybe that out of the woodwork, United end up putting another bid in and it gets accepted. And because remember the start of the window, it all came like a big, like, remember like a Bumo, Cunha, everything was done, remember at the start of the window. And then they started to slack on a little bit. So let's see. Let's see what happens, man. You know what I mean, people? But listen, people, we're going to wrap up here. I don't know what likes we're on right now. I think we're on 585. That is very, very low. I did ask for 1,000 likes. So, guys, you've got 1,000 likes. You've got less than 500 to get there, man, people. We don't ask for a lot on this channel. I know you lot send super chats and you donate and you give memberships and whatever. But the bread and butter of the channel is to like the video. Like, that would be very, very, for me, just bro. Like, just like the video. It helps the channel grow. It sends out to more people. More people can follow us, and then we just grow, man. We grow. So please like the video, bottom right-hand corner. And midday live will be tomorrow, people. Don't worry. Monday at 12 p.m. we'll be there. We'll be there, people. It's 7-0, by the way, to Bayern Munich. In case anyone wants to watch. I think Musiala scored. Musiala scored a banger, to be fair. So that Bayern kit is awful, by the way. It looks like the Power Rangers. It looked like Power Rangers back in the day. You know what I mean, bro? It literally looks like Power Rangers, man. You know what I mean? So, man. It is what it is. But that flawless, man. Let me know what you got coming up on your channel tonight. Are you going live? What's saying?
Yeah, first and foremost, big up for having me. Appreciate it, Saeed, every single time being on your platform. Big up to Shells as well. What have I got coming up tonight? On the playback. So I'll be live on the playback. Club World Cup game, PSG Atletico Madrid. Yeah. That's 8 p.m. UK time. And then trying to think what the hell else I've got coming up. Go to the YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying, and you'll know. United, that's it. United Liverpool show, Barbados edition with Beijing Reds TV. I'll be slightly later, 1 a.m. UK time. So we're talking all things United, all things Liverpool. So that's Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, Sarcasm City TV on playback. Follow the Clips channel as well. I'm going to premiere something in a second. So Sarcasm City TV Clips on YouTube also.
Yeah. Big up, man. Make sure you follow everyone's channels, man. Links in the description. Shells, man. Big up as always, bro. Love as all, man. Good show.
No, big up for having me, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Hardest man on YouTube working over right there, Saeed. And big up to Flawless, man. Always love talking ball with you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Every time, man.
So I appreciate it. Follow my thing, match day shows. Obviously, transfer window reopens tomorrow. So any news, not even just United, I'm trying to do more just football in general. Do you know what I'm saying? Just go over to the channel. I'll be there. Free videos a week.
Yeah, guys, make sure you follow everyone, man. I'll be back live at 7:30, people. I've got the PSG game tonight. Make sure you check out that. I might do Palmeiras versus Porto, but I'll let you know because I can't lie to you. I was falling asleep last night with the Inter Miami game. That was a dead
was it that bad?
It was bad second half, bro. There was some drama here and there, but it wasn't a great game. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I'll be there. Hopefully for that game, I'll see how I feel. But man, some watch alongs tonight, and then tomorrow we're back again, man. Midday live, and the hard work continues, man. We enjoyed a little bit of holiday, and now we're back on the grind, man, people. So man, follow up everyone in the channel. Subscribe to the channel if we're new. And I shall see you lot soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
We're fucking 15th. We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. There's no European football next year.